Okay, this is lesson 8, simplifying expressions with the distributive property. What is the opposite of negative 6v plus 1 in parentheses? Well, the opposite would be negative 6v plus 1. Also, the opposite, so really what we would have there when we do have that negative is a negative 1 that would be there. So using the distributive property to write an equivalent expression for part A would be that negative 1 times negative 6v plus 1 would be negative 1 times negative 6v and negative 1 times positive 1. So we would have 6v minus 1, and that would be an equivalent expression. So now, for example number 2, it says rewrite 5a minus 3b in standard form and justify each step by applying the rules for subtracting and the distributive property. Well, we have 5a minus a minus 3b. So when we do this, what we have here is the sign goes with the number, and basically what we have is I would put the negative 1 in front here, and we have 5a, and we would multiply negative 1 times everything in our parentheses. So we would have negative 1 times a and negative 1 times negative 3b. So the next thing we would have is 5a minus 1a plus 3b. So here we would put this together. So we would have 4a plus 3b. So now, example 3, here, this is slightly different because we have a negative 3 in front. So here we have 2x minus 3 times x minus 4y. As I explained to you, the sign goes with the number and is also our operation. So if we have 2x, we circle our 3 and the sign goes with that, just like we had with the plus 8. And we're going to multiply it to everything inside our parenthesis. And again, I would circle these to let you know and to let yourself know that they go together. So we have negative 3 times x, and again, leave yourself space. Negative 3 times negative 4y. And now let's put things together. So we have 2x. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 4y is a positive 12y. So now I can put the 2x and negative 3x together. And again, use your calculators, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minus 3 is negative 1 or negative x plus 12y. Okay, so next, we have negative 3 times 2p minus 3q. So again, here we have negative 3 times 2p, negative 3 times negative 3q. So So here we have negative 6p plus, because same sign means our answer is positive, 9q. Next, we have negative a minus b. In other words, put our 1 here. So we have minus a. Circle this because it's a 1, and we're going to multiply it to everything in here. So a and negative b. So negative 1 times a and negative 1 times negative b. So we have negative a minus 1a plus 1b. So negative, and again, because this is negative a, there is a 1 here. So negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2a plus 1b. Our next problem, we have 2x minus 3 in parentheses, 4x minus 5y. Excuse me. So we have 2x. Circle that negative 3 here, and we are going to multiply it to 4x and negative 5y. So we have negative 3 times 4x and negative 3 times negative 5y. So here we have 2x. Negative 3 times 4 is negative 12x. Negative 3 times negative 5 is a positive 15y. So when we add these two together or subtract, 2 minus 12 is a negative 10x plus 15y. Last, we have 4 times in parentheses x plus 1 minus 2 in parentheses x plus 4. So when we multiply all of these, we have 4 times x, 4 times a positive 1. We have negative 2 times x, negative 2 times x, and that negative 2 times a positive 4. So we actually have 4 things that we are multiplying. So we have 4 times x is 4x. 4 times a positive 1 is a positive 4. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times 4 is a negative 8. Now putting our x's together, we have 4x and negative 2x. So 4x minus 2x. Then we have a plus 4 minus 8. Plus 4 minus 8. So putting them together, 4x minus 2x is 2x. 4 minus 8 is negative 4. And that is our answer. That ends our lesson for today.